The story about Ada. In a small, quiet village surrounded by vast field and whispering tree, lived a 12-year-old girl named Ada. Ada lived in the village with her parents and her little brother Chima. Life was very tough for their family. Ada's father works for a wealthy man who also lived in the village. He often left the house every day at 6 p.m. and returned exhausted at 7 a.m. in the morning. Despite his hard work, the little money he earned barely sustained their family. Ada's mother, Mama Ada, sold roasted corn by the road, but even with her efforts, they often struggled to afford the basics. After the day, she would be left with little money because she carried her goods on credit. School was a luxury they could not afford. Some years, Ada and Chima stayed home the entire session because there was no money for school fees. Many nights, they went to bed with empty stomach, their small house filling with the sound of their grumbling belly. Their closest neighbor, Mama Nkechi, often helped with small portion of food when she could, but it was never enough for the family. One day, the rich man Ada's father works for received a visitor from the city. It was his daughter, Amara. Wanting to ensure her comfort, he instructed the housemaid to prepare a delicious meal for his daughter. As they ate, Amara made a request. "Father, I need a young girl who can help me with house chores in the city. I will send her to school and she will be treated well, I promise." Her father thought for a moment and then replied, "My night guide has a daughter. They barely have enough to survive. This might help them." In the morning, before Papa Ada could leave for his house, the rich man called him and made the request known to him. When Papa Ada got home, he rushed to his family with excitement, announcing the news to his family. "Our daughter has a chance for a better life. She will go to the city and be sent to school. This is a blessing." But Mama Ada was not thrilled. "What if she is not treated well? We will not be able to protect her." "Don't worry, my boss is a good man, and I am sure his daughter is kind too. Besides, you know how much Ada loves school. This will enable her go to school, not in this village, but in the city." Ada listened carefully. Her heart torn between fear and hope. "I will go," she finally said, her eyes lighting up at the thought of attending school. A week later, they came for Ada to leave to the city. Her mother prayed for her. Her little brother held onto her hand until the last moment, tears streaming down both faces as she waved her parents goodbye. The city was unlike everything Ada has ever seen. Loud noise, crowd everywhere, and it was filled with tall buildings and shiny cars. When they arrived at Amara's house, Ada's excitement turned into unease. The house was beautiful, no doubt, but the warmth of home was missing. "Go and drop your bag in that corner. That will be where you'll be sleeping," Amara ordered. "There are dirty dishes in the kitchen. Go and wash them." Ada barely had time to breathe before she was burdened with chores. The moment Amara's husband came, Desmond, he frowned. "You brought someone home and you did not inform me about it," he said. "Yes, she's here to help me with the chores. She's only 12. She will manage." Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Ada quickly realized the truth. One evening, she gathered courage and asked Amara, "Ma, when will I be sent to school?" she asked. Amara's face filled with anger and fire. "You are as useless as your parents. No school for you. You are here to work. If it's easy, why did your parents not send you to school? Get out of here, you dirty, smelly girl from the village." Ada heart sunk that night as she washed dishes, her hand trembling and a plate slipped, shattering on the floor. Her punishment was brutal. She received the beating of her life for the first time. As she lay in pain in the corner where she slept, Amara's husband approached, offering her sweet, pretending to console her. But then he started touching her inappropriately. This made her stomach cramp. That night, he did the unthinkable, and from that day on, he continued his abuse, silencing her with threats and fear. "If you ever tell anyone about what happened here, I'm going to kill you and kill your family. Nobody is going to ask me. You know you people don't have anything. You are poor," he said that night. A kind woman lived nearby, Mama Obi, often saw Ada bruises and tried to ask questions. "My child, what happened to you?" I fell, Ada whispered, her eyes filled with fear. Mama Obi was not convinced. One day, Ada found courage to tell Amara the truth. "Ma, your husband is sleeping with me." Instead of protecting her, Amara's voice roared with anger. "You dare lie against my husband, a dirty village girl like you. I'm going to kill you. Get out of here." He gave her another beating of her life that day. Mama Obi overheard everything. Determined to help, she reported it to the police, but they dismissed her. "If the girl's mother did not come and report, we cannot hurt," the policeman said to her, and she left with disappointment. But she said to herself, "I am not giving up. I am going to fight for this girl as my child." So, Mama Obi went to the community human rights office. "Please, help this little girl. She is just a child." When she narrated the story to them, they said, "Go home, Mama. It is getting late. We will take action in the morning." And so, at the break of the day, the police and the human rights officer arrived at Amara's house. Amara and Desmond was shocked. "We know everything. Do not dare deny it." Ada withdrew at first, but the officer assured her, "Don't be afraid, my child. Speak. We are here to help you. As you can see, there are policemen around. These people who you live with can't do you anything, but when you speak to us, we are here to help you," the policeman assured Ada. With tears, Ada told them her story. Desmond was arrested and Ada was taken to a safe home, where she met other girls who had also been rescued. Within weeks, she started schooling. For the first time, Ada felt very happy. News reached her parents in the village. They wept. "Oh, I told you about this," Mama Ada said. "I have this feeling when you said she was going to the city." "I am sorry," Papa Ada said. "I did not know it would end like this. I was just looking for a better future for our daughter, the future we could not afford. I am sorry." They visited Ada in the safe home. Seeing them, her face was lit up with smile and joy. The parents too was happy, seeing their daughter happy and learning. Though the pain of separation lingered, they were grateful to the woman who fought for her daughter. And so, Mama Obi was given gift by the policemen for being truthful and just. And that story became a lesson in courage, perseverance, and the importance of standing up for what is right. It taught the village and beyond that silence enables evil, but a single voice, when heard, can bring justice. And that dream of education was finally coming true, and our future was now filled with hope. Also, we should be careful to anyone that is willing to give their child heart. Be very careful. Think about it thoroughly and pray for your child. Thank you. Hoping to see you on my next one. Thank you.